Okay, so today we are starting third chapter, that is laws of motion. Okay, motion we all know when the body is moving. So for example, we have a body. Okay, it starts to move. When the body is moving, it means the body is said to be in motion. It is changing its position with respect to its surrounding. Then we say body is in motion. Okay, so now today we'll be studying what are the laws which governs this motion. That is, this movement is there. So what are the laws which governs this motion? Okay, those laws we'll be studying. Okay, so before that we'll be how, what is the reason that body starts to move? What is the cause that makes the body to move? Page number 56. Check whether it's same.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Page number 56, laws of motion, third chapter on top. Okay. Anything more you need to ask? Book name? Okay. Book name you all know? Okay. Okay. Laws of motion we are studying. Okay. Laws of motion we are studying. So see here. So first of all, we must know what is the cause which makes the body to move. So what is the cause which makes the body move?
Force.
Force. If you apply force, what will happen? The body moves. Okay. Whenever force is applied on a body, the body moves. Okay. Can you see the force? Can you see the force?
No, sir.
It can be felt.
Sir, we
Okay, you can
see the
see.
effect of the force.
What is the color of the force?
Sir, it is colorless.
We can't see the force. See here, if I start to poke you, you will see the impact. Through this impact, you will say that something is forcing you. Yes or no? If I start to poke you like this, you will see the impact. You see the impact, that is, you can see the effect. You can feel the effect, not see. You can feel the effect. Okay. And then you say that something was forcing you. Something was poking you with force. Okay. So that force is the cause. Okay. And how we came to know that force is there? Through effects. The effects it has created. This force has created certain effects. Yes or no? It has created some effects. For example,
Yes.
take this body. Okay, it is at rest. If I push it, it starts to move. Yes or no? It means as I push it, it starts to move. So when someone says that it is moving, when someone says that it is moving, that is, this is the effect. This motion is effect. Now the person will say that something has forced it. So some force was there which made the body to move from rest. That is, from rest to motion it started. Okay. Or a body is moving, it is stopped. It means someone will say someone has forced it to stop. That is, someone has applied force to make it to stop. So for motion, the body came to rest. Okay. Or we can pull as well. Okay, one more thing. Body is moving. So by force, what all we can do? We can make the body move. We can change the state from rest to motion. We can change the state from motion to rest, or we can change the direction as well. Yes or no? We can change the direction as well.
Yes.
By force, we can
Yes,
change the
sir.
direction. So by force, what all we can change? We can change the speed. We can change the direction. We can change both as well. Either we can change speed, either we can change direction, or we can change both. We can change both as well, direction as well as speed. For example, it is moving, I push it here. So it starts to move more faster, more force is there. Okay. So effects are there. What are the first step? Effect. That it can change the state of
Change of state of motion or change of state of rest.
change of state of rest or motion. Okay. And in motion, it can change the speed, it can change the direction, those all. Okay. This is clear. Okay. For example, I ask you one thing.
Yes, sir.
If this body is moving and no force is applied, it is moving. So what kind of motion is it?
Uniform motion.
Uniform motion, since no force is applied. If no force is applied, no acceleration. Okay, that will be studying in second part. Okay, no force is applied, so there is nothing which will affect this motion. Okay, it will continuously move. It will continuously move. Okay, will there be any change in direction? No, because it's a uniform motion. We are saying it's a uniform motion. It means same speed, same direction. Or we can say same velocity. Yes or no? What is the acceleration?
Zero.
When it is
Zero.
it's zero. It's zero. Acceleration means changing velocity. Acceleration means changing velocity. Rate of change of velocity, that is acceleration. If there is no change in velocity, it means acceleration is zero. Always remember that one. That is very important one. Okay. So first effect, it can change state of rest or of motion. Okay. For examples, you can take. For example, you hit a ball. The ball is coming towards you. Hit it with a hockey. What will happen? What you are changing?
It will change its direction.
Speed
In
and
direction as well as speed, you can change. Speed as well, you can change. You're changing the speed as well as the direction. So there is a change in state of motion. Okay. Or for example, block is lying, you push it, it starts to move. So you are changing from rest to motion. You have changed this state of rest. Or you can bring a body to stop as well. That is, you are bringing from motion, you are changing it to the rest position. So these examples you can go through. Okay, one example I tell you. Okay, for example, a stone you have, you tied it with a string. You start to whirl it. Okay, as you start to whirl it, the stones move in which direction? In which motion is it? Circular? Circular motion is it? Okay. If you break the string, what happens? It goes
It will go in the direction tangent.
tangentially. Okay, we can say. Okay, as you break it, so see here, as stone is drilling, each moment its direction is, here it is this one, here its direction is this one, tangent at that point. Tangent, how to draw? Draw the straight line from the center to the circumference, and here 90 degrees. So direction you can get this way. Now, as you break the string here, it will go in this direction. Okay. So see what is happening. It is continuously changing its direction. It is continuously changing its direction, yes or no? At this moment, direction is this one. After a certain moment, it will be this, and this. So continuously it is changing direction. So which force is acting? Tension force. Because of the strain, it is being pulled inside. There is one force acting towards this point, center. This is called as tension force. Okay. In our 10th class, we will study this is called as centripetal force. That is seeking the center. That is always towards the center if you want to push the body. Okay. This is clear. This body want to go in a straight line, but because of this force, it is changing direction continuously. So this force is continuous. As you break the string, what will it go? No more tension force, no more centripetal force. So it will go in a straight line afterwards. Understood this one?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Second is these effects we have studied in 6th class as well, 7th as well, 8th as well. If we can change the shape and size of the body. For example, body is not rigid. When you apply the force, what will happen? It will change the shape and size of the body. That is, it will deform the body. Deformation will take place. Okay, change of state or deformation we can say, or change in shape and size. Okay, in 6th class you have studied about lemon, shape and size. That when you are squeezing the lemon, what happens? Have you changed the shape and size of the lemon? Yes?
Yes, sir.
When you apply the force, shape is changed. Or when you are making rotis, chapatis, from the what we call dough balls, we have changed it to the flat. Okay, so we have changed the shape. Okay, similarly, when you press the rubber or the spring you press it, compress the spring. You see it is deformed. Now, as you release it again, comes to its original shape. Yes, this is the effect, that is changing shape and size of the body. Okay, or for example, when you compress the air while filling, so air, when you compress the air pump you have, when you compress, what will happen? The air which was earlier having this much space, now it is being compressed to the small space. So you have changed the shape and size of the air. Yes or no? You have compressed it. The molecules have got more closer to each other. Okay, so this is changing of shape and size of the body. These are the effects. And what is behind them? What is the cause? So if some effects are there, there is always a cause behind it. Whenever there are effects, there will be always a cause behind it. Okay, this is you are studying Buddhism as well. Yes or no? If you study philosophy, you study in Buddhism. That wherever there are facts, there is always a cause behind it. Cause-effect relation. Okay, you have studied Four Noble Truths. Yes or no? There is sorrow in the world. There is suffering in the world. Then, if there is a suffering, there means there is a cause. Suffering is the effect. There is a cause. Cause means there are
Desire.
reasons behind it. Now, try to eliminate those causes. As you eliminate those causes, you will be happy. Yes or no? Four Noble Truths are given. Ashtangi Marg and those all. So, cause-effect relation. So, Buddhism works on cause-effect relation. Okay, this is clear. So, wherever there is effect, there is a cause behind it. Wherever there is effect, there is a cause behind it. And here, effects are there. We can see the effects. So, what is the cause? Force. Force is that cause. So, force is the how to define force. Force is the physical cause. And what is causes? Force is that physical cause which changes the state of rest or motion. You can say as well uniform motion as well. That okay, or it can change in shape and size of the body. Yes or no? These are the effects. So force is that physical cause which changes or tends to change. Okay, changes means it is changing. Tends to change means that force is having potential to change that one. For example, you are going to you have the potential to be successful or to do certain work. That means you are able to do that one. So similarly, force is able to change that, make these changes. To force is able to bring these effects. Okay, that is tends to change. It can change. Okay, so force definition is clear.
Yes, sir.
A very basic definition you are studying in smaller classes. The push or pull of the body is called force. Yes or no? Push or pull of the body is
That
called
also we can
force.
write.
Yes? No, that you can't write now. Okay. Now
Sir,
you have
why?
to broaden it. Now you have to broaden it. You have to be more precise. Force is that physical cause which can bring these effects. You have to write. Which can change the state of rest or of motion. Or you can write which can bring the change of state of rest or uniform motion. Okay. And can change in shape and size. Or can change in shape and size. Okay. Or will be there. Okay. Either it does this or it does this. Okay. So there will be or exclusive events. This is clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, what are the kinds of forces? Okay, can it happen? This is there. If I say like this, it will move. Can it happen?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Yes.
Really class.
But I can have a trick. I can put the North Pole here and in my hand I will hide one magnet. Face North Pole, face facing this one, and it will move. Yes or no? So
Sir,
what kind
that
of
is
forces?
non-contact force.
Non-contact forces. It doesn't came in contact. Okay. So now we'll be discussing different kinds of forces. Okay. So we'll be discussing different kinds of forces. One is the contact forces. Other is the non-contact forces. Okay. One non-contact forces we always feel. If I drop it, what will happen? It will move downward. It doesn't go up. It will move downward. Okay. So from the point of application, how we are going to apply the force? How are we going to apply the force? Okay. On that, how we are going to apply the force? We have divided force into two kinds. Okay. Force into two kinds, depending on the point of application, how we are applying the force. Okay. So they can be contact forces, or contact force, you can say. Second is non-contact force. Okay, so non-contact force, we have already studied one. What is that? Magnetic force, we have studied. Electrostatic force, we haven't studied. Electrostatic force, you have studied in your 8th class. Don't you remember? As well, you do it much in class. Take the scale, rub it on here,
Yes, sir.
then it attracts the paper pieces.
Yes, sir.
It attracts the paper pieces or paper bits. It attracts. Okay, that is electrostatic force. So electrostatic force mainly on what kind of materials we use? Insulators. Mainly insulators. Rub the iron on your hairs and then try to attract. It won't attract.
Sir,
Because
PVC pipe.
so it's mainly insulators electrostatic force. That is static electrons at static position. Okay, at rest position. Okay, gravitational force, electrostatic force, magnetic force will be discussing non-contact. Contact forces. Which are the contact forces?
Frictional
Muscular
force.
force,
Frictional
force, tension force,
Yes. Okay, so we are starting with first with contact forces. That is the forces which are applied by physical contact. There is a physical contact. Okay, don't say mental contact. Okay, if I think it and it will start to bend, that is not. So what kind of physical contact must be there? So the forces which are applied on bodies by physical contact, by the physical contact between them, okay, with them. So if you are having a body and we have to apply force by physical contact, by touching them, okay. So this is contact, these are contact forces. So first we discuss what are the forces? Frictional force or force of friction we call. Frictional force or force of friction we call it as. Second force, normal reaction force will be discussing, tension force, then okay, leave it one by one we'll go. So first is frictional force. Okay. So see here, if your body is moving uniformly, okay, no force is acting. But usually we see in nature that it comes to stop eventually. Afterward, after some time, it will come to rest. Its speed keep on decreasing, it comes to rest. So why mainly it happens? Because
Friction.
Due to friction.
due to frictional force is acting on it continuously. Okay, so in ideal cases what we take, force of friction is zero. When the force of friction is zero, the body is moving, it will keep on moving, it will always keep on moving, it will never stop. Okay, but because of frictional force it stops. Because of frictional force it stops. Okay, so for example, this is the surface and body is lying here. Okay, now, as it starts to move, as it starts to slide over the surface, what will happen? So we have applied force in this direction. Okay, in this direction we have applied the force. As we made the body to slide, what will happen? Friction will start to act. Friction will start to act between the surfaces. You have seen a smooth surface, you require less force to move. Whereas if it is rough, you will require more force to make it to slide. Yes or no? On rough surfaces, more frictional force is there. On smooth surfaces, less friction is there. Now, what will happen? Frictional force will act between these two bodies, and it will act in opposite direction to the, either you can say application of the force, or more precisely you can say opposite to the direction of motion of the body. Yes or no? The body is moving in this direction. In which direction the force of friction will act? Opposite. It is opposing the motion. It is opposing the motion. That's why if we stop the applied force, it will stop after some time. Okay, it will stop after some time. Understood now? So frictional force, which direction? Opposite to the surface. And where it acts? Where it acts?
on the surface,
Between these two surfaces, or where the plane of contact is there, where they are in contact. Okay, when they are where they are in contact. So it's a contact force. Okay, when the body and the surface both are in contact, or the two bodies are in contact. For example, these are the two bodies, they are in contact. So if I push, it stopped after some time. Why? Frictional force, because of frictional force. As I made it to move, as I'm applying force, a frictional force between them surface is acting in this direction, opposite to the direction of motion. Opposite to the direction of motion. This is frictional force. Okay. So if force is applied this direction, body moves in this direction, and force of friction acts opposite to the direction. So it's a contact force, since it is acting between the two surfaces where these two bodies are in contact. So frictional force is clear, or we call it force of friction. In higher classes in 11th or 12th, you will study frictional force of two kinds: static and
sliding and rolling.
okay, sliding and rolling. That will be two different kinds. If it's static, one is kinetic. Okay, that is when it is motion. Okay, so frictional force is clear. Next is, okay, first was the frictional force. Next is normal reaction force. Okay, in the word, as in these three words, there is a definition. Normal. Normal means perpendicular. Note that normal.
Perpendicular.
Normal, perpendicular. You studied mathematics. Normal reaction means reaction. Action is taking place, and if you are, okay, for example,
Responding to action.
okay, responding, you can say, or if action is those one, this is creating something on this one, okay? Or sometimes if you are being beaten, the reaction is there. That is reaction. Action. So action, reaction. Okay. Some action is happening, and how you respond, that will be the reaction. Okay. Normal reaction force. Okay. So how normal reaction force? Okay. If this body is there, if I place it on the table, what force it is having? What force is acting on it down?
Gravitational force.
Gravitational force, and that will be equal to the weight of the body. Yes or no? So if this is the only force acting, if this is the only force acting, it must keep on going downward. Yes or no? If only this force is acting,
Yes, sir.
this force is acting, net force is in the downward direction, that is weight of the body. It will keep on going. Even you put on the table, it will pass through the table, it will keep on going. But what happens? It doesn't pass through the table. Yes or no? Why? Because there is some force this table is applying on the body, which is equal to the weight of the body, but acting opposite to the direction of the weight. Okay, it is acting upward. Downward is the weight, so the reaction force will be upward. So this is the action force. What is the action force here? Weight of the body. Weight of the body is the action force that is acting downward. Okay, when you have placed it on the table, it is in rest position. Yes or no? It is in rest position, but weight is continuously acting on it. It means there is some force which is cancelling this force, which is cancelling this weight of the body. Okay, that's why net force acting on the body is zero. That's why it is at rest. Okay, have you understood this one? So there is some force which is acting on this body as well, and making, or we can say nullifying this weight of the body. It means some equal force is acting. Okay, so you can. This is the block. Now this body, it will applying force on the table equivalent to its weight. Whereas this table will apply force on the body. Will be how much? Will be how much? It will be equal to the weight, but opposite direction. These two forces will be equal. And this force is called as, see, it is always normal. This is the plane of contact. It's normal to it. Normal. And what kind of? It is in reaction to the weight of the body. Weight is the action force. It is in reaction to the weight of the body. Normal reaction force. Okay. Now you can say both are equal and opposite. So that's why body will not move. Okay. The body will not move. Okay. Okay. We cannot say that net force acting is zero. Okay. Don't say that one. That is wrong. Because force is acting on different bodies. Okay, so that was wrong to say, because weight is acting downward on the table, that force, and table is exerting equal and opposite force on the body. Okay, they are the action and reaction forces. They are acting on two different bodies. So we cannot say net force is acting on the body is zero. That is wrong to say. Okay, that is wrong to say. Okay, okay, and one more example you can take. Okay, when I place a duster on your head, or not head, on your hand, as duster is placed on your hand, what will happen? This duster want to go downward.
It will exert weight.
This is exerting force on your hand. It want to go downward. but you are applying some force to hold it. Yes or no? You are applying some force. That force is called as normal reaction force. If I keep on increasing the weight, more force, you will require more. Yes or no? Still, I keep on increasing. What will happen? More. You have to apply more force to hold it. Yes or no? So,
Yes, sir.
as you,
Yes, sir.
so equal to the weight, you have to apply more force to hold in that rest position. Understood this one? Normal reaction force, always it is the normal, it is reaction to the weight of the body, and it is the force, normal reaction force. Okay. And last is tension. Okay. Like you all have the tension, like this stretched string or rubber. Okay, a rubber ball. Okay, so first was the frictional force we have discussed. Second was the normal reaction force, and third is tension force. Okay, tension force. Okay, this is the rigid support. If this is the weight, this is the body, and its weight is downward. Okay, for example, this is the rigid support. I put the body here and live. What will happen? The body will go down. Yes or no? Body will move down because of the weight of the body. But if I tie a string, tie it with a string. If I tie with a string, what will happen to the body? The body will be in this position. It will be at rest. You can see continuously a force is acting. Weight. Okay. Because of this weight of the body, what will happen in the string? You see, it will get tightened. This
Yes, sir.
this body want to pull the string downward. And because of that, string will get stretched. It will get stretched.
Yes.
It will get stretched, and but the body is not able to pull it downward. Why? There will be some force in the string developed that will make the body to pull up. That force will be try to pull the body up. Okay, that force will try to pull the body up. That will be the tension force. So this is the force developed in the string that is pulling the body up. But since both are equal forces, both will be equal in magnitude but opposite in direction. So body will be at rest position. So on body is applying how much force on this tension? How much force the body is applying on the string? Weight equal to this weight, that is downward. Okay. Because of that, a force is developed in the string. Okay. The string want to pull it upward now. Okay. And that force is equal to the weight but opposite in direction. So this force developed is the tension force. This force developed in the string is the tension force. Or you can say this amount of force this string is applying on the body. Okay. This is clear? So this tension
Yes.
is equal to the weight in magnitude but opposite in direction. Okay. And body stays in this position. Okay. Now see here, if I cut the string, what happens? You have seen a jerk, it's like it's there. The string moves upward. You have seen with a thread as well. With the thread you tie it, as you cut it, all thread will go up. Will move up. Will move up, then come down. Yes or no? Similarly, as you cut it, it moves up a little bit. That is the jerk. Why it moves? Because of this force. Because of this force. And now why it comes back? Because of the weight of the string. That is gravitation force is acting. Because of that, string comes downward a little bit more. But again back. Understood now? This is tension force.
Yes.
Tension force is clear? Okay. Next one, we discuss force exerted by the spring. Force exerted by the spring. Okay. That you have all seen. Even in class, you have done many times. Experimented with force exerted by the spring. I have witnessed many times these all. As well, we used to do these things. This okay, spring. So, for example, if we are having a spring, so we have attached one end of the spring to a rigid support. Other end we have left it. Okay. Now, okay, if I apply the force in this direction, what I'm doing? Compressing or stretching? We are compressing the spring. So see, you have seen it. Whenever you compress the spring, as you live, what happens? It moves back. So as you are compressing, there is a tension developed, or this spring want to regain its original shape. The spring once deformed, any body get deformed, it want to regain its original shape. That is, it want to back to its original shape and size. Okay. So as we compress, there will be some force generated in the spring that want to restore its original shape. It want to restore its original shape and size. Okay. So there will be one restoring force developed in the spring. Restoring force that want to restore the original position. It want to come back to the original position. So as you compress more and more, there will be more and more restoring force. These two forces are equal in magnitude but opposite in direction. Equal in magnitude and opposite direction. So when you remove the force, what will happen? It will again come to its original shape. As it comes to original shape, no more restoring force. Restoring force will be zero. Now, as you stretch, as you have stretched it, stretched means you are pulling the string. Now what will happen? Again, it want to move back to its original shape. It want to restore its original shape. So there will be restoring force in this direction. This will be our restoring force. This is our restoring force. Okay. It is opposite to the direction of the force applied, but equal in magnitude. This is clear.
Yes.
You have done one experiment over this as well. You took the spring, you compressed. So restoring force is in this direction. Yes or no? Now put a ball over it. As you leave the force, what will happen? The ball flies away. It moves away. So it was because of the impact of the restoring force. Effect of the restoring force. Okay. This is clear. Okay. One more example is given in your book regarding this. If two blocks are there, okay, initially it is in rest position, no more stretched or compressed. When you compress these two bodies, that means you are applying force in this direction. As you compress, it will be something like this. After compressing, compress. So you have applied force in this direction, force in this direction. So what is there? Restoring force in this direction, restoring force in this direction. So as you compress now, leave, what will happen? Both the bodies move back. Okay. Now as you stretch the two bodies, spring will be in stretch position. As you stretch, that means force you applied in this direction and in this direction. Okay. Now restoring force will be in this direction. Stretch it and leave. Both bodies will move towards each other. And so restoring force in this direction. Yes or no? Here in this direction and here in this direction. Have you understood this?
Yes.
sir.
So what you have learned, the spring have the tendency to move back to its original shape and size. It want to regain its original shape and size. Okay. So this is mainly the elastic force you can see. Elastic. Okay. Spring is elastic. That is, after compressing, after deforming as well, it has the ability to gain its original shape back. Okay. These are elastic materials. As well, elastic, you know, it regains the original shape. Okay. So force exerted during collision and non-contact forces we'll discuss tomorrow. Okay. Okay, and B part is very important. Always remember Newton's first law of motion, second and third, they are very important. Okay. And for these to understand, earlier 2A and 2C, they must be very clear. 2A we have studied, that is very, very important. The basic speed, velocity, and then we have studied acceleration. They are very important to understand B part, this fourth chapter whole. Okay. So revise that chapter as well. That is very important to understand this chapter. Okay. Okay, we end here. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. Have a good day, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. All have a good day. Okay, and start studying a little. Okay. Each day revise a little. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.